One, you know what time it is? Chris Warner in the building, man. We are reacting to the dumb psychology street, man. And this is referred to, I'm pretty sure, Young Thug, Gunna, the YSL, all of that, Ratlin, stuff like that. Let's get into it, my baby.
Just real quick, what's a beef about it? I love everybody and it's a safe space, but enjoy the video.
Bro, these beams are in my
So with
face.
Young Thug having various phone calls leaked, I want to speak about just how dumb the street mindset is and how it's only a self-imposed prison that parts of the black community has put themselves in. You have a grown man losing his mind on the timeline trying to explain himself to niggas who at the end of the day don't give a fuck about him because he feels like he has to uphold some arbitrary set of rules put on him by a bunch of people before him, people that are ignorant. And it gets even crazier when you realize he's yapping about loyalty but can't even be loyal to his woman. But we got a lot to speak about today.
Well,
we already know I'm the hood Socrates.
Yeah,
let's actually start. Now you may be familiar with the YSL RICO case that happened a while ago, and if you know the feds hit you with a RICO, chances are your life is sealed and you're marked for prison. The feds do this to encourage snitching and potentially having the people they are charging incriminate themselves. The thing with Gunna in particular is that when he was released, he took an Alford plea deal, which according to Gunna, he had no intention on being part of the trial or testifying against his homeboys. And to sum up an Alford plea deal, it's basically saying I'm still innocent, but low-key you niggas full box me, so regardless of me being innocent, I'm still gonna go to jail. So how about I take the lesser sentence while maintaining my innocence? That's what an Alford plea is. It's Gunna maintaining his innocence while acknowledging the likelihood of him getting incarcerated is high, so he'll take a lesser sentence. And on top of that, apparently Gunna's deal was entirely his and it had nothing to do with the rest of the members, and that's why he got out so early. He essentially ended his involvement. So why did everyone call him a snitch, Thug included? I'm not sure, but that's why I'm talking about the psychology of a street nigga, because it's just so dumb. It took me 2 seconds to find all that information. The plea can't even be used against the YSL members. Why are niggas calling Gunna a snitch? But to be fair, there was a clip of him seemingly ratting in the courtroom.
Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that the statements are true.
That's the plea.
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
But again, according to the deal, this footage is irrelevant because it wasn't used in the case against YSL. But it's easier to disparage someone than it is to look at the facts. That aside, said all that to say, the street nigga code is dumb and inconsistent, which I'll get into, because the theme of betrayal is constant with Thug. But let's take a look at some of his leaked calls, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this violates some type of rights, but it's crazy they was just dropping all these leaked calls on the timeline. Like, I was gonna make a joke, but I feel like that wouldn't be politically correct, so I'm not.
I saw the girl, Gorilla.
Yeah.
Why don't people say she pretty? That be ugly as fuck.
You think she ugly?
You said it. Like, yeah, they say she ain't ugly. People, me and Nikki saying she ain't ugly. That bitch ain't nothing.
They just saying she look like Rihanna.
Man, be like goddamn Brianna.
Rihanna.
Brianna. That's my job.
Oh, man.
Thug is on the phone with his girlfriend Mariah, and trust me, I'ma get to her, cause she's a bird brain girl. She one of them women who will let a nigga dog the hell out of them and still stay. And to all the women that watch my content, please know your worth, especially all my black queens. If a dude cheats on you, he don't love you. Don't be a Mariah. But when this clip dropped, the timeline was in shambles, cause number one, what part of the street code says gossip and pillow talk? He's out here pillow talking about an innocent woman, and then Mariah comparing her to Riri, trying to set her up. I don't know if that was a diss towards Rihanna, so I don't know how I'm feeling about that one. Honestly, I'm tired of the Glorilla hate. People always be on her body about the way she talk, her looks, etc. And it's just hella frustrating because a lot of the Glow disrespect stems from the hatred of Afrocentric features. Glorilla just looks black, and people don't like prominent black features like our big noses. But it's cool though, because Glow did respond first by saying Thug was blowing up her phone to see her eyes, and that caused a lot of people to think that he was dissing her because he really liked her. Yesterday, which was the time of writing this, she also dropped a diss track on both Mariah and Thug.
Burn them rules. She that nigga nerds looking at bitch. You don't think she care? Looking at bitch. Only if you knew looking at bitch. Birdie and a freak looking at bitch. Brain size of a pea looking at bitch. I don't care if he cheat looking at bitch. Long as he come on to me looking at bitch.
And it's like I said, Mariah really is a bird who keeps going back to a cheater, which makes the diss make even more sense because how are you gonna take back a cheater and be talking mess about another woman? I didn't know that part of the street code was to be pillow talking innocent people who didn't do anything to you. And mind you, Mariah brought Glow out for birthday bash, so that shit was just mad disrespectful.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's cool, because here's the call of Thug admitting to having one of his hoes posted at his crib.
One of the one of the girls, she posted stuff on the internet at my condo from a long time ago. Mariah, I called Mariah this morning. She's like, man, girls posting in your condo. I'm like, oh my god, I hung up on her. I'm gonna dunk on you, cause I mean, yeah, baby, you found me about a girl in the condo a minute ago. I'm like, cut that. What's a minute ago though? It was day before I got locked up, man. But it's a minute ago. It's been a month and a half. Whatever happened, it has been a month and a half. You can cut that out.
So whatever happened.
Whatever happened, it's been a month and a half. It's been a month and 15 days. So whatever she's doing, man. Well, it's been a month, like 8-10 days or something like that. Like, whatever, I ain't doing it with her. So, what do?
And after that, she was all sad posting and shit on her IG story and whatever. But it's like, I don't really care. She done taken this dude back time and time again. Thug even did this dumb public apology to her, and that's equally disrespectful in my opinion, especially because Thug be preaching about betrayal and how hurt he is, yada yada, but he be betraying his woman every chance he gets. In some minor form of karma, Kodak Black was shooting his shot at Mariah.
Like, what type of feelings is that? You basically saying, I know you got a man, he locked up right now, and, you know, I want him to get out, but, shit, in the meantime, fuck with me. Like, what?
Now, with all that dumb stuff out the way, let's talk about the interview he had, because it gives more insight to how he's feeling, and I'm not heartless. I know he was locked up, and that was hard, so let's give it a listen.
So listening to people tell you, like, well, you the wizard. You ain't going to prison. And then you gotta understand, man, I was in jail 3 years, bro. Like, I was praying 3 whole years. At some point, I started thinking, like, the prayers ain't working. You gotta understand that, too.
What happened?
Like, I'm going through shit every day. I'm looking at my best friend, them do what they do. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at certain shit. And it's making me feel how I'm feeling. Like, I ain't never been a nigga to pillow talk. I ain't never been a nigga to talk about nobody else in my life on the phone with nobody else. I never been that type of nigga. These last few days, I've been sitting around like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, what I was doing?
I appreciate you saying that.
I think I was just so fucked up, and I just felt like it was just over. Like, I'm just sitting in jail 24 hours on 23 and 1. I'm in a cell 23 hours. Like, at this point, I'm just like, man, I don't give a life. It ain't what I'm thinking it is. Like, I'm just talking. At this point, I'm just talking.
Not gonna lie, this is a pretty good explanation for the pillow talking. Thinking you got life in prison and using the limited calls you have as a way to get dopamine, it makes sense. I'm not gonna say it excuses it, but it is a valid explanation. Cause if I was Thug, I personally would have, you know, so fair enough. But what got me though was a clip of him talking about being betrayed by Gunna for signing a paper.
I'm a twin, bro. I don't got my friends, bro. I'm just up, right? I'm fucked up, bro. The nigga who I be with every day, I don't got him no more, bro. I'm fucked up, bro.
Damn.
Fucked up, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. Like,
yo, he wild for that.
No nigga to a tragic, man. I lost a nigga to betrayal, bro. You signing that one piece of paper, signing your initials on this one piece of paper could get me a life sentence, my nigga. Like, what? Come on, bro. I get a life sentence all this piece of paper you signed, bro. Just cause you trying to get home fast, or you just trying to get to a hole, or you just doing a certain thing, bro. Ain't no nigga in the world making me go against Gunna. No nigga, bro. Yeah, you been around me 10 years, knowing you told on our other brother, you told on dude.
Here's the thing. Under 2 conditions would I understand this. The first being that if Gunna didn't, you know, take a deal that specifically wasn't going to be used against YSL, I'd say fine. And number 2, if Thug wasn't a hypocrite. He be dogging his woman out all the time. Why does the street code not extend to the woman you're supposed to love? That's why I think it's dumb, because it's just arbitrary sets of rules that only exist to hurt and limit black men. Thug is hurting right now because of these rules. And don't get me wrong, I understand niggas grew up different. I'm not about that life at all. But from an outside perspective, free my people. Free my nigga Thug from the shackles of the street code, because Thug don't even gotta be in that type of pain, nor should he be in.
That's facts. You can't say, oh, Gunna did this, Gunna did that, but he betrayed his woman gang. I mean, when you cheat on your wife, it's kind of like, I think that's worse than snitching, right?
Harrison his woman all the time. Also, he did claim he bought a Gunna to #1, but I'm not sure how true that is or if that's because he's feeling spiteful due to Gunna quote unquote ratting. Also, here's another reason why the street code is dumb.
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga.
I don't know about y'all, but personally, I don't want to see no black men in prison. It's not whoop-de-doo, and Thug is also an artist, so I'm just confused on why he's able to rationalize that when a life sentence would limit his ability to make his art. Music is literally an expression from the soul. Why would you be okay with taking a life sentence, especially someone like Young Thug? Also, the nigga got fans. I really don't be bumping Thug music, but he has all these supporters, and it just feels like, I don't know, maybe care a little more about your freedom. Hey, man. But let's take it back to the leak calls. Thug was caught laughing at a Lil Baby diss.
I don't know, bro. Like,
Yeah, that was gonna
It's been like,
he pushed up on me knowing you were beating with a rap. It's a jazz
that, you
smart
can't
man.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh God, but he ain't lying though. He ain't lying. He did.
And this
He
led
ain't lying,
to
though.
him writing a long apology letter to various people, plus an apology record.
Baby,
which,
I'm
I can
sorry.
respect. But I think that's all I had to say about Young Thug. I think dude needs some time to himself because during all this, Gunna hasn't said a word. Well, for the most part, because he did actually say his piece, and it's about what you'd expect.
Just, I can't drill on it because it's like I see it. You see it. It is what it is. I can't sit in that space though and like, damn, why he hate me? Why he like? I got more shit to do. So it's like staying like busy, staying like mind on like what I got to do is gonna keep me from like not worrying about certain shit that just I can't even change. That go back to like when you see something that you really can't
That's
fix,
so
you really
facts.
I can't give it too much attention because I got more shit to do. I can't change how you feel or how you, if you mad or you hating on, I can't change that, and I ain't trying to.
This is a pretty high vibrational response. What Gunna is basically saying, I can't control other niggas, but I can control me. But what I'm gonna do is not give into a negative frequency. And that's real. The reason Thug is spiraling and going through all of this stems from that reluctance to let go of the street code. He has to prove something. He has to live by this code for the rest of his life, even if it's no longer beneficial to him. Unlike Gunna, who despite being labeled as a rat is looking better than ever because he discarded all that. He stopped caring about all that. But hey man, I might go spark up, not gonna lie. It's a good ass Friday, but I love you guys. Thank you all for the support. It means
W video, man. Please change this. It's making me mad, but W vid.